Kindly like, share and subscribe this video as well as the channel and help it to reach to as many as possible with the little bit of effort put by you, and receive the divine energies that have been put in this video for each and every one of you. Thank you. Bhuvarlok. It is the first higher dimension above the earth and located between the earth and the sun. It is also known as Pitralok or the land of the ancestors. This astral plane is a location where many celestial areas or planes of existence are present, out of which 5 main planes are well known. Dhruvlok, region of the 7 sages known as Saptarishi Lok; Nakshatralok, the realm of the heavenly planets; Chandralok, the world of the moon god; Suryalok, the world of the sun god, the solar deity. Dhruvlok. Dhruvlok or pole star is the planet of Dhruv, an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu. It constantly shines as the central pivot, for all the stars and luminaries and planets revolve around this planetary system. The Saptarishi Lok is the abode of the 7 holy sages who are the mind-born sons of Lord Brahma. This realm is situated below Dhruvlok at a distance of 2 lakh yojans and circles the pole star. Many highly advanced spiritual souls reside in this dimension who render help to heavenly gods in various ways. In return for their services, the soul gets an opportunity to reside in Swarglok or heaven. However, if the soul is enchanted by the attractions of the heavenly world, then as a consequence, the soul is sent down to the earth to take birth as a human being. Even after death of the physical body, the soul performs karma in 3 elemental subtle form, meaning the soul comes under the karmic cycle as long as it is susceptible to the influence of its mind. After the body dies, the lesser the burden of karma, the lighter the soul becomes. A sinful soul has more air element in its subtle body and is filled with negative energy. Due to the prevalence of air element, the subtle body of such soul gets heavier and thus cannot travel to higher dimensions. Hence, by doing meditation and connecting to Parbrahm Parmeshwar Parampita Paramatma Sadashiv, the astral body of the soul absorbs supreme light from higher dimensions and gets purified, as a result of which the content of air element reduces and ether element enhances in the astral body. The prevalence of ether element increases the power of the soul, and thus soul can travel to higher dimensions with more power. The soul experiences greater happiness and peace as it ascends to the upper layers. Those souls who are tamopradhan or are very impure in nature, after their death continue to live in a subtle form in their houses or at their religious places. Such impure souls lack power and end up as ghosts or in Pretyoni, life in lower astral plane in the subtle body, sometimes also referred to as phantom. These sinful souls never think about salvation, moksha, and their subtle body is heavy due to the prevalence of air elements. Thus, they cannot cross and go beyond the gravitational pull of the earth, which exerts up to 200 km distance from earth. The cravings for pleasures, attachment to material things, attachment to body and bodily relatives, and due to the commitment of sin for fulfilling the desires, the subtle body of such souls is very weak. If a soul has suffered deep wounds or psychological damage to its subtle body in the present life, subsequently this will result in negative karma and gets carried forward to the next birth as a negative karmic account. A pure soul whose mind is peaceful and always has God in his thoughts tends to go towards the higher dimensions after their death or leaving the physical body. There are many souls in Bhuvarlok who are sattvic or pure in nature and always stay in remembrance of the Almighty God or their deities. Such good souls are guided by spiritually advanced souls to go to the Himalayas and meditate for their spiritual advancement, since the pure atmosphere pervaded with positive vibrations in the higher altitudes of the Himalayan mountains, Kailash Mansarovar, Badrinath, Kedarnath, etc., are ideally suited for spiritual growth. The air element or Vayu Tattva in these spiritual places is very pure, light, and powerful. This helps astral souls to refine their subtle body. The air element of the soul gets charged, and eventually the fire element also gets charged. Therefore, performing meditation in the Himalayas compensates for the damages of the subtle body and the soul regains the power. Whereas on the rest of the earth, there is a lot of negativities spread out all over the environment. In the Himalayas, there are many invisible spiritual realms or ashrams in astral, non physical form. Many sattvic souls form groups and meditate in their own clusters called golas or spheres. In a sphere, there may be a group consisting of 5,000 souls, 10,000 souls, or even more. In this way, there are hundreds and thousands of souls engaged in prayer and intense meditation for long periods, thereby charging the air and fire elements of their subtle body. The highly spiritual atmosphere contains pure air element, which is a dominant part of the subtle body, and enclosed within the air element is the fire element, the Agni Tattva. These subtle elements present in the rarefied atmosphere are conducive for charging the subtle body of the soul. However, it must be noted that even though the subtle body can be charged here, the casual body cannot be charged by this process. The casual body or Karan Sharir comprises the mind, thoughts, and desires and possesses the records of all the karmic actions done by the thoughts, speech, and deeds. If the casual body is energized with supreme light, Param Prakash, then all the karmic records of the soul get destroyed. When casual body is charged, then content of ether element in the body becomes predominant. Thus, soul can travel to Vishnupuri, the casual realm in this solar system. When a soul remembers Parbrahm Parmeshwar, Lord Shiv, in incorporeal form, then the intellect transcends the world of name and form and establishes in pure soul consciousness. In such a state, the soul receives supreme divine light or Param Prakash, due to which the Param Akash Tattva or supreme ether element is charged. If a soul receives even the smallest quantity of supreme light, then the casual body as well as the subtle body of the soul gets energized. This supreme light destroys the heaviness which was earlier present in the subtle body. Thus, the soul becomes weightless and the soul gradually moves to higher dimensions. In the astral world, there are millions of times more souls present than the number of human souls living on the earth. In the lower astral world, ranging from 500 km to 1000 km above the earth's surface, there are large groups of negative souls with devilish traits. Sinful or impure souls remain below 1000 km layer, whereas pure and good souls can easily cross beyond the 1000 km range. As a soul moves to the higher subtle dimensions, the thoughts arise in mind also change accordingly. Bhuvarlok is also called Pitralok, that is the abode of our departed ancestors. In ancient times, departed souls would reside in this realm enjoying the fruit of their merits and waiting for reincarnation on the earth plane. However, at current time, souls do not possess the energy even to go to Pitralok. The sacred rituals called Shraddh are carried out after the death of a person in which offerings are made to the departed souls residing in Pitralok. Unfortunately, currently the departed souls are not able to go to Pitralok. Instead, they keep wandering around in the earth's atmosphere.